UAV inbound. Counter UAV.
What is up guys, Snapper Raccoon back, and this is my 1 year on YouTube anniversary special Q&A with a giveaway. So yes, what I'm going to do is going to lift this up. I want to quickly just show you this little hoodie I've got so I can take it off because it's roasting in here. Look, half man, half raccoon, so yeah, it'll drop down a little bit. There we go. Half man, half raccoon. So yeah, awesome hoodie. I'm just going to take this off real quick. Dear lordy Tom. So yes, anyway guys, this is my special Q&A with a giveaway. So yes, as you know if you followed me on Twitter or seen a couple of my videos, I am doing a giveaway of 5 of these. So yes, if you want to look like me and have a raccoon mask, now is your chance to do it. I'm giving away 5 masks, that's 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to give them away. As I said, I'm going to add all the names into a random generator. To enter this contest, what I need you to do is put in the comments below that I would like to receive a mask, I want the mask, I has the mask, or whatever. One condition is you leave that in the comments, but you must be subscribed to me. This is to thank you for my subscribers, so I will be checking guys, so please be a subscriber and enter in below. So anyway, enough the formalities out the way, so into the Q&A. First question, I've got questions on this piece of paper here. So the first question is from Salis, Mr. Tepid Brew. Has being a YouTuber slash gamer changed your old perceptions of people who make gaming videos on YouTube? Yes. Kind of, you look at it from one side and then you actually do something. It tends to be the same no matter what it is you do. So obviously being on YouTube is no different because we all know how to game. Obviously we're all gamers, but then the different side of it, being the content creator and using that gameplay to actually try to entertain, is kind of different, and it's opened my eyes a little bit because when I was watching people before I thought I can do this, it's quite easy, but then the little bits that you have to do, the edits, getting the audio right, it's kind of hard. So yeah, it gives me a new respect for the people who do it very well, and especially the people who make absolutely amazing edits. Yeah, more props to you, because I've tried some stuff and failed miserably. I think I'm getting a little bit better, but still not there. Right, pardon me. Ruddy, or Dexter Crow, or Callum, however you know him. Out of Xgrad, Rodney and Mad Dog, who would you tango with and why? Now, there's only one reason why. I don't like to dance, I don't like to tango. But if I had to, since I've got to answer this question, it would be purely because we're the same height, and it'd have to be Rodney. We're both about same height. I'm 5'8". Mad Dog and X are fucking beasts, and 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" respectively, so it wouldn't quite work from a dancing perspective, so you know what I mean. So it'd have to be Rodney for that reason. Susie asks, do I plan to do a dual commentary with my girlfriend? No, she doesn't. No, she's very shy, so no. That is a no, unfortunately. She doesn't like me taking pictures of us together, so yeah, don't turn that rude. I will come find you. Stalk Coffee. If you could pick a dual com with a bigger YouTuber, who would he be? Big YouTuber. Who would I pick? If we're talking like ultimate dream, I would pick All Sham No Wow. Because the way I think he does his Let's Plays is freaking hilarious. Plays a really like an average game and makes it into a great video. So personally, I'd pick him. All Sham No Wow. KB, I'm gonna. Oh no, I might as well answer this one now and get it out of the way. Games have grown up with the current generation, original generation of gamers. To what extent has this helped or hindered the reputation of the industry? Has increased capabilities of current gen consoles and graphics contributed to this? Bloody hell, that's a load of real mini questions there within that one. Now obviously the current generation of gamers, we're obviously talking at people who are above the age of 25, 26, so I kind of fall just in that category by a year and a half. So yeah, I think that games obviously have grown up with the generation, because obviously most of the developers have been growing up naturally with it, so obviously the way that goes, the gamers kind of stay the same. As the reputation in the industry at this moment in time, I think it's purely on an age basis. For me personally, I think the reputation of the industry is quite high, and the current capabilities of the consoles enable the reputation of the industry to stay at a pretty high level. So I'll leave that at that for now. I probably didn't make any sense, so I do apologise for butchering that question. Slater has asked, will my knee ever be well enough to run a marathon again? I've never run a marathon to start off with. I ran a 10 kilometre run for a charity called Donna Louise last year, before I ruptured my ACL in my knee. What I would love to do though, I'd love to run the Potteries Marathon, which is a 13 mile. It's a half marathon actually, not a full marathon. I'd like to do that, and then possibly maybe do London Marathon to full 26 mile distance. So yeah, I hope it does. If it doesn't, then I'll just have to roll with the punches and deal with it. But if it does, then fantastic. One Dawson of Legend, what is your greatest passion in life? Sports and football. Yeah, that is my greatest passion in life. I have felt lost, completely lost without it. Saturday afternoons have not been the same since I've not been able to play football. So it's football. Swanee from SR Productions. What's the first game you will get on the Xbox One besides Ghost? If it is available on release day, if it's available from day one, it will be Quantum Break. From Remedy Entertainment, the guys who made Alan Wake and Max Payne 2. It will be that game. Specifically just because I've got a very high respect for Remedy and the story modes, the story of the games that they do. So I do believe Quantum Break will be awesome. If it isn't available on release day, then probably Forza, the new Forza, or even NBA, depending on it. Again, depends on release days. So yeah. What's Stevie Amazing asks, what's your favourite game to snipe on? Team Fortress 2, especially if I get to use the bow. It's quite fun because if you actually get them when you're standing close enough to the wall, you can actually pin them against the wall, which I think is awesome. I think it's fucking awesome. So rewarding to snipe on that game, because it's like Black Ops 2. It's you're sniping. It's like you don't feel the rush of getting Battlefield. I felt the rush the first time I got a snipe, because you actually had to think about it. But Team Fortress 2 is actually very, very fun to snipe, but you do get some rage as you do as normal. There's a depending on how many H's you put at the end of it. What made me start YouTube? I watched the main Machinima guys, well, it's not Machinima now, but Captain Sparkles, All Sham No Wow, Enfen, KB Mod guys, Hutch, C-Nanners, them kind of people, and saw what they did. And then, you know what, I just kind of thought, I can do this. I can give it a go. I can see what I can do. Realised, fucking hell, it's harder than I flipping thought. But yeah, they were the main people. They were the kind of the people that made me think, I actually can do this. And it kind of falls in line with Ozone's question. Who were your inspirations for creating a YouTube channel? That, again, it is them Machinima guys. Because it's one of them. You just see something, you think that's amazing, and you think, hang on, I can do this. I have good standard of gameplay. I can talk to myself like a crazy person. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, old Flads. Without causing YouTube drama, why would we want to do that? Who is the biggest tool on YouTube? I'm not going to say a name, but a lot of people close to me around Twitter, YouTube, will know exactly who I'm on about straight away without me even having to say this little bit of a story. It was a guy that I kind of looked up to. He was a bigger YouTuber than me. He was a bigger YouTuber than me. Give me some helps, a little hints sort of thing. Nothing major, just a few things, just keep me on the right track. Liked his videos. He did the completely different games from me. Some games I didn't actually freaking understand, but the gameplay was pretty damn beast. So yeah, I like watching his videos just purely for the novelty aspect. That's what I was looking at, novelty aspect. But then there was one day he kind of flew at one of my close personal friends. I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who you are, mate, and I thank you for informing me of what happened. But he really flew at my close friend, and I sat there. You know, it's one of them things where it's like you hear your parents arguing, and as a kid you don't really know what to do. You're just sitting in your room just praying for them to shut up. It was that kind of argument on Twitter, and yeah, since then I've just thought of him as the biggest fucking idiot on YouTube. If you know who I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention any names, but he's a fucking tool. Biggest fucking tool. Yeah, I'm sorry for swearing. Back on with the Q&A. Nifty Mods, what's the worst experience in public you've ever had? Oh God. Ooh. Ben, I really don't know, mate. I've been through some embarrassing moments in my life, but I don't get embarrassed that easy. I kind of try and shrug it off. I get shy more than embarrassed. But it's probably the old story when you're a kid and it's like you're 7, 8, something like that, and you accidentally wee yourself in school. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, we've all done it. Yeah, I remember I think it was year 4. Yeah, I was about 6, 7 at the time. Yeah, I remember that happening in the middle of a class, and it was not pretty. But yeah, I can't remember anything more recent. Nothing springing to mind, so I don't go out in public that often. So yeah. Anyway, next question. New World Shogun. After being on YouTube for a year, what are some of the things you have learned about being on YouTube that you can pass on to new starters? Good things and not so good things. Now this question deserves a video on its own. So what I did was I did a brief overview in my Call of Duty video yesterday. I didn't mention Shogun's name in there. I do apologise because I forgot where the question come from. I couldn't find my notes. So there's a brief start from that. I will be doing a follow-up full video just on that. I'll be doing a vlog about it. So if you want to know, if you're just starting out and you want me to specifics, or just send me a quick message on Twitter or whatever, or leave in the comments below, and I'll try and cover it for you. So I will do that. It's not gospel, it's not perfect, it's just some of the stuff that I have learnt and some of the pitfalls that I fell in and all that kind of stuff. So I will cover that in a separate video. Shogun, great question, thank you very much. Hold the Knife and the Crimson Kunuchi, the little Red Apprentice Ninja, I think that means, yeah. Red Apprentice Ninja or Red Noob Ninja. Hold the Knife asks what's my favourite game of all time, and the Crimson Konoichi, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, Krim, I really am sorry if I'm saying that wrong. What are your 3 favourite games? So I'm going to cover them in one. 3 favourite games of all time. Right, we'll go from number 3. Number 3 is Heavy Rain on the PlayStation 3. Really awesome game, movie based game where you actually play the character as if it's a movie rather than actually a game. You interact, it's like quick time events rather than actual stuff like that. Number 2 is Final Fantasy 7. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7, it's creeped back in the list recently. It was out the list for a little time, but yeah, it's definitely back in. And my number 1 game of all time after I took a swig of coffee is Alan Wake. Yeah, the story in that game grabbed me so hard, it just didn't want to let me go. I was sucked in, and it was it is awesome. I will go back and play that game one night where I'll probably kill myself. So yeah, Alan Wake, number 1 game for the Raccoon from all time. So yes, the next question, Ruddy asks again, what's my favourite and least favourite gaming genre? Favourite game genre, as you can tell from looking at my channel, it is shooters, first person shooters. Third person not so much, I'll go for first person shooters. Least favourite game genre, simulators. I suck, I don't have the patience for them. Rough Sack's question is going to be the last question because it's just amazing. Scarlet Prophet, if you could be famous for doing one thing and one thing only, what would it be? Well, let's put it this way. If I could train this to shoot that in Justin Bieber and be famous, that's what I want to be famous for. Training a stuffed raccoon to shoot a toy sniper rifle through Justin Bieber's head. Yes. Like me or hate me, Bieber's gotta die. Anyway, onward and upward. Playing It Hard asks, do you put your tea bag in first or the water in first? Now, I might as well, instead of covering that question, I'm just going to tell you how the raccoon makes his cups of tea. Get the cup. Doesn't have to be this cup. I put 2 sugars in. I put my tea bag in. Wait for the water boil. Put the water in. Stir it around a little bit. Leave it for about 30 seconds to a minute. Go back. Stir it again. Squeeze the tea bag to the side. Take the tea bag out. Add the milk. Stir it again. Voila! Raccoon cup of tea. So that's the way I make my cup of tea. Ozone's question I've already covered. Reckless Yuki asks, when am I going to Hawaii? Brah. So yeah, sorry. Brah, I would really love to come to Hawaii. I don't think the weather would do good because I'm very fair skinned. But I do have plans to go to America either around my 30th birthday, which is just in 2 years from now, or if not before that, because I want to go see New York. I want to go see the Yankees play baseball. And depending on who I go with, I may even hit up Canada, because if I do go with the girlfriend, then she's got family in Canada, so it would be quite awesome to go over there and go see the Canadians. see the difference. So I might do a bit of travelling if we do go over there, so it'd be quite cool. So unfortunately, bro, Hawaii I don't think is quite on my radar, mate. JK asks, what was the first game you ever played? Oh my. Right. First game I ever played was the Binatone. It had 2 paddles. It was Pong. Black and white, and you had 2 paddles to move it up, and you attached to like wires to the back. The paddles attached to wires to the back of the PC. So I remember that was the first game I can remember playing. I don't know whether that was before or after I owned the ZX Spectrum, but I remember that was one of the first. Spectrum could have been the first, but I'm going to say it was the Binatone. I Have a Shitty KD asks, who was the first higher up YouTuber you met online? To be perfectly honest, that's a tough question because I can't remember, because I met a lot of people that were higher in YouTube than me to start off with. I mean, even Mad Dog was higher than me when I first met him, so I played with him online first. Oh God. Who did I start playing with first? To be perfectly honest, I am not 100% certain. I think it may have been Pook. It may have been Pook on Xbox. It could have been Pook and them. It could have been Pook and the Awesome Squad. I'll say them first. I'll say Pook and the Awesome Squad. Grey Walls 360 or Dr. Rodney McKay, however well you know him. What big change would you make to future Call of Duty titles and why? And he wants to know big change rather than little tweaks. God. Obviously, the obvious answer is dedicated servers. That's a big change for Call of Duty. But to be perfectly honest, I don't see that helping me personally very much. There's not really a big challenge. There's not really a big change I'd like to see, to be perfectly honest, mate. Because I don't actually see that much wrong with the way I play and the way it is. I can still pick up, for a lot of other people, there are a lot of other things, but for me personally, I would, and it comes from my internet, I would like to say consistent connection. So dedicated servers. Well, I'll go with dedicated servers, but apart from that, I've not got an idea because I can't see it. Hold on, just 2 seconds to see if any questions come in. Right. Okay, so this was a confirmation I was just asking for. So Najasu TV asks, what's your visions about your future with the way things are going at this current time? I asked for clarification, was it in general or on YouTube? Now he says just in general, where you will be standing in terms of YouTube and what you're going to change in the near and distant future. So basically current plans. So where do I see myself in the future? If I carry on the same path and carry on what I'm doing, around when the new consoles come out, there's a lot of different things that I'd like to do. But my current standing at the minute, I see myself doing YouTube for at least another year. at least, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I'll have been, no, another 18 months. I see myself doing YouTube for another 18 months and then see what it is from that. So probably it's like February 2015 and see where I'm at, because that's, yeah, I think I'll see where I am now. I'd like to be carry on doing YouTube around that time. So plans for the future on my channel, I'm not really thinking about that right now, if I'm being honest. And if I can see myself carry on doing the Call of Duty series. I'd like to get back into Let's Plays eventually. I just don't think that I'm very good at them, personally. So yeah, we'll go with that. I don't think I'm very good at Let's Plays, so it'd probably just be commentaries, probably a couple more montages, quick edits, that kind of stuff. Maybe even a couple of skits. You never know. I don't want to steal the limelight of Game Master though, do I really? The sexy Jesus of YouTube. Question from my brother, Spug Poet. What was your first / strongest memory of rage or frustration by a boss and a level? Boss or a level. Now, I had a major frustration with a level and a boss from the same game. The game was Sonic 1. The level was Labyrinth. I could not deal with that. I kept running out of air. I got so frustrated with that game when I first started to play it. So it was Sonic 1 and Labyrinth. Now the boss was actually Metal Sonic, the pre-final boss, because if you messed up that and you lost your rings in that, you didn't stand a chance in the final boss. And Steel Sonic, Metal Sonic was freaking solid. So yeah, that was my two frustrating levels, or level and boss. And now for the final question, I've saved the best question for last. I believe it's the best question anyway. Rough Sack. If you were a flavoured condom, what would you be and why? Wow. Right, I would be orange because I've got ginger hair, and the reason why, I'd be one of your 5 a day. So no excuses, ladies. I've got an orange. No, that's just wrong. So anyway, yeah, that wraps up the Q&A. Remember guys, if you want to be entered into the giveaway to win one of these 5 masks, leave the comments in below saying can I be entered into the giveaway, please. Remember, you've got to be a subscriber to my channel. Thank you very much for your support over the 1 year so far, and I've been the Sniper Raccoon, and I'll see you some other time. See you later guys. Tra.
Rise of the Champions.